Alright class, so in this video today I'd like to go over the basics to audio. So that would just include if I were to add a repeating audio through my background of my image. Then in my next screencast I'll go over if I wanted to add audio to, like, let's say a button that I create. When you click on it, maybe it makes some sort of noise or something of that nature. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to my website. I'm going to try and see if I can find some other links to audio, but you can also on your own try to find any type of audio online as long as it's free, or download audio from one of the sites that I have here. Right, so you can just click download. It will download the song for you. You can listen to each of these songs. Most of the songs on here are more for like background music. It's not really for sounds, like specific sounds. If you're looking for like a dog barking or water running and so forth. So that I'm going to look into for you, and you should also do the same. So definitely check out some of these links that I have, and I'll try to add some more for you. So, whoops, we don't want Photoshop. So what you're going to want to do is import your music. So you're going to go to import to library, okay, and you're going to select the music that you have. So I've found one called Call to Adventure, MP3. I'm going to open it. And it's just said there was more than one because I already imported it. And you can see I have all of my MP3s. I can click on it and I can listen to it from here. Right? Before I place it into my my animation. So what you're going to do is create a new layer. And I'm just going to name this background music. And it creates, 4 seconds of frames already. And I'm going to just select my background. I'm going to make sure everything else is locked. I'm just going to get rid of that right now. I'm going to make sure everything else is locked except for the layer that I just created. All right. So you can see here that everything is locked except for the background music. Then what I'm going to do is take my music, select it, and drag it right into the background. Okay, so you can see that it already created a sound wave across that layer. So when I hit play, you can see that, it cut it off, but it will play the whole song. You can see that it added that music to my timeline. Now, how can you customize your music? So what you're going to do is go to properties. You can repeat or loop music, but you don't really have many options. So what I'm going to have you do is convert your file to ActionScript. So what you're going to do is go to File, Convert To, and we're going to just convert it to ActionScript 3.0. I'm just going to save it. I've got a file here that I'm going to save it to. I already have one that I did. All right, so it's doing nothing but just converting my my image to ActionScript 3.0, and I'm going to work in this now. So you can see I have my good animation example, and then I've got my good animation example ActionScript. So I would save this one maybe as good animation final or music, so that you know the difference between the two. And I would work from this one now with music when you begin to add your music. So what you're going to want to do, if you wanted to mess around with the music, now you have like more options. So you can have the music go from work only in the left channel, only work in the right channel. You can have it fade to right, fade to left, fade in, fade out, or you can customize it. So you can kind of play around with all of those. I would start it, okay? So I would do start, and you can have it repeat or loop. You can have it repeat. My song is really long, so I'm only going to have it repeat once, but you might want it to loop or repeat 2 or 3 times. You know, you don't want to have, I'll explain it when I start working it so you can get an idea of like maybe how you might think about your music. I'm going to have it fade in. Okay, so it's going to start really soft and then get louder. And then you can just continue to test it to see, you know, if you like it. So I'm going to start it now. So you can see it's starting to get louder. So here's the thing. If you've got buttons, like I have buttons that I might add to, with background music and the buttons, that might be too much noise. So you can see this is getting louder. You might only want noise coming from your buttons, or you might want to keep the music really soft and these buttons louder. But this might be too much noise for my animation. Okay, I can also again go back and play around with different effects. So maybe I'm going to have it only come out of the left channel, right? So when I now go to test it, it is already a little bit softer. Maybe then if I have it only coming out of the left channel, I'm going to have the buttons I create music coming from the right channel. So you can decipher between the two. So again, just things to think about. All right, and that's it for this video. If you wanted to, I actually created just new files and practiced with music, just separate, completely separate from my animation. That is something that you could think about doing before you actually start to apply any of the music to your animation.